Hey everyone, Brian Stott here. I hope you're having a great day. Now, I have a question for you. Have you ever heard anyone say, I can't eat like I used to? Have you ever seen anyone or experienced it yourself where you ate a little bit too much food or maybe some of the wrong foods and you're starting to experience gas and bloating and indigestion, things along those lines? Do you know anybody that's lactose intolerant? Right? Do you know anybody that maybe doesn't feel like they're getting enough of the nutrients out of their food? Maybe they're not producing as many digestive enzymes as they may have in the past, right? These are all common things that we see every day with other people and as we age, especially with ourselves as well. So what I'm going to do for you today is I'm going to show you how this particular product in two different forms, right? We've got packets, we've got a bottle that can save you some extra money, and how this can work to really rapidly help digest the food that's in your stomach, to really pass it through into the small intestines where the nutrients can be absorbed and you can really alleviate a lot of that gas, that bloating, that nausea, all right? And in addition to that, get more nutrients out of the foods you are eating. So this is going to be awesome. All right, let's break this down for you. So what I have today is I have our Isotonix Digestive Enzymes in a bottle form as well as in a packet form. So for the purpose of this demonstration, I'm going to use the bottle to show you how to take the product. I'm going to use this to show you how it breaks down some pudding. All right, so what I have right here is a representation of what we call the SAD diet, the standard American diet, which happens to be quite sad. It's mostly fat and sugar, right? It's pudding, it's delicious, we all love pudding. But imagine this, imagine you eat a big meal. It's very high in protein, fat, carbs, whatever it may be, it's sitting in your stomach. How long is your natural digestive enzymes taking to break this down and pass it through into your small intestines to really alleviate that feeling of bloating and fullness? I know for myself, I felt this a lot at Thanksgiving, at Easter, at buffets, right? Anywhere that I'm really eating a lot of different things. For some people, they might experience it drinking milk, eating pizza. So let's dive into the demonstration and I'll explain some things as we move along. All right, so I'm going to show you these packets. These are really, really good if you like convenience, if you're on the go, if you are going out to eat a lot and you need help with that. All right, one of these stick packs right here is 2 servings. So you're going to want to mix this with 4 ounces of water, which I'm going to show you right after the end of this demonstration how to use this. But I just wanted to give you an idea of how that works. These are very convenient. I love taking these on the go. So now we're going to break down the bottle here, right? Not the bottle itself, but we're going to use this for the demonstration. So let's take a look at the bottle here. Digestive enzymes with probiotics. All right, so if you want the probiotic benefit mostly, you want to take this product before you eat a meal. If you're already bloated, don't worry about it. Just to alleviate the bloating, take this product to really just help it pass things through your stomach much more quickly. Now, it's not a laxative, as you'll see here. It really just helps break down and liquefy the food so it can go into the small intestines where then it will re-solidify through the digestive process and then come out hopefully like soft serve on the other end. That is how it's supposed to be. All right, so let's look at this here. We are going to do something that's pretty cool with this pudding pack. All right, we're not going to eat it, not today. So look at pudding, right? The fat, the sugar, it's pretty dense, right? I can shake it around. It doesn't really jiggle too much. I can, as long as it's not hot, I can flip it upside down. It's not going to just fall out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 servings just to help speed this up. The way that the servings will work with this bottle is the cap right here, right? This is 1 cap that you fill with powder, right? You can hear the powder. So we're going to take this. We're going to mix 1. We're going to dump that in. All right, and 2. Now, usually 1 is a serving. It'll do just fine, but like I said, just for the purpose of this demonstration, to really speed things up, I'm going to use 2. Now, you would not normally take the product like this. I'll show you in just a second how that's going to work. So when we take in food, right, we chew it. There's digestive enzymes in our saliva. Then we're going to know that there's stomach acid and different enzymes as well in the stomach that are going to help break this down. So there's a mechanical process of chewing and digesting in the mouth before it gets into the stomach. So I'm going to use this spoon. I'm going to spin this around because it's going to represent that chewing factor as well as the enzymes getting mixed up in the mouth and then also the churning and the acids in the stomach, right? So we're going to mix this up. Now, understand one thing. If you're someone that, normally when you eat food, you get a lot of acid reflux or indigestion, we have a couple different products that could potentially help with that, depending on really what's going on. But imagine that you have some additional enzymes in your stomach that's going to help break things down faster. Your stomach really shouldn't have to use as much stomach acid to really break down the food. So that could potentially be a benefit of this, is alleviating some acid reflux, because your stomach doesn't need to utilize as much, and it's not just sitting around in your stomach like it would be. All right, you see how it's starting to bubble up? It's really starting to digest and liquefy the fats and the sugar in this pudding. And I'll just clarify again, this is not a laxative, and you do not take this by pouring it on your food. That's not how you use the product. All right, so we're gonna let this sit a couple minutes. All right, you can already see it's starting to do some things, so we're gonna put that right there. I'm gonna show you how to take this. So this particular thing that comes with this, it's a cap on top of the cap. This is the cap that you fill with water, right? So what I would suggest doing is, when you have a bottle here, you're gonna take one cap for one serving. You're gonna fill that up right about there, level, maybe a little bit more or less, it doesn't really matter. I like to tap it off, get the powder out. We're gonna put that back on here. And then this line, this fill line right here, that is for 2 ounces of water. So we're gonna take our water here. We're gonna mix this up to the 2 ounce line, because we did 1 cap, and 1 cap goes with 2 fluid ounces of water. If you wanna do more servings, more caps, you absolutely can. You would just need to use more water. All right, so we can see it's starting to fizz, it's starting to bubble. I'll be quiet real quick. And what we're seeing here is this is becoming what we call an isotonic solution. So isotonic, what that means, right? Isotonics is a term that's kind of like a play on that word. Isotonic means same pressure. So our blood, sweat, tears, our plasma volume within our body is all isotonic, meaning that if we were to take something that's already in an isotonic form on an empty stomach, it's going to pass through our stomach into the small intestines within about 10 to 15 minutes, giving us 90 to 95% bioavailability of these nutrients. So really what we're talking about here is we do have incredible formulations that I will say are better than a lot of other products on the market, pretty much all the ones that I've seen, and I've looked for quite a few. But in addition to the formulation, it's the delivery system, above and beyond all. You can have the best formulation, but if your body's only absorbing 20, 30, 40% of it because it's in tablet or capsule form, you're really not getting the benefit. You're gonna have to double, triple up on that product, and now you're spending more money. You're putting things in your body that really are like little tiny bricks, right? And this is really gonna alleviate that. If you have trouble swallowing pills, this will alleviate that issue, right? If you have issues with getting nauseous when taking pills, this is gonna help you with that, because it's not gonna be a little brick sitting in your stomach, allowing that stomach acid to bubble up and kind of eat away at your stomach. Let's take a look here. I'm gonna drink this real quick, but let's take a look at the pudding. It's got a good flavor. I know some people that drink this stuff like water because they're just trying to eat healthier than drinking soda all the time. So definitely a good option. I typically refer to it as like a lemon lime Gatorade. I'm not a connoisseur of flavor, so I don't know if that's accurate, but that's how it tastes to me, and I think it's really good when you have that proper mix of water. All right, so look at this. Ready? The food's in the stomach. It's liquefied. Now it's going to pass through into the small intestines, where the nutrients can now be absorbed. So even for people that do not really care for supplements, they want to get most of the nutrients from whole foods, that's perfectly fine. You can utilize, making a mess, you can utilize this particular product to make sure that you are getting the most nutrients out of the whole foods that you are taking. So contact the person that shared this video with you to get more information, to try this product out, and to really allow us to be able to help you out with anything that you are having issues with. So if you like the demo, like, share, subscribe, add people, tag them to the video. We'd love to help you out any way that we can. Thanks so much. Talk to you soon.